What's up? It's your boy HYKES here on the Score Buddy channel, and as you know, I love Pokemon, and I've been loving the hell out of Pokemon Unite lately, and I know you guys have been recently asking me to make a guide on Pokemon and how to use the Pokemon, so I decided to do this for you. As you know, everybody uses these Pokemon completely different, and you have to be aware of the Pokemon that you're battling against. The moves should change based on the type of Pokemon and based on the type of moves that you have. There are some moves that get extra increase in attack when you use them in concession, so using a move after another move. There's different things like that that you have to be aware of because it makes it very impactful when you're fighting. And then also your own strategy. A lot of people think that there's like this cookie cutter strategy when you're fighting, but there's not a cookie cutter strategy. Sometimes you have to abandon what you're currently doing, go to another side of the arena, and you'll find out that you'll start to see some success with that. And I do that all the time. So let's get into the moves. So you have Quick Attack and Meteor Rush. Quick Attack has the user lunge forward at the speed that makes it almost invisible, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon it comes in contact with. The Meteor Mash blasts forward with a punch like a comic, dealing damage to the opposing Pokemon and shoving them. You get those at level 1, on level 3. At level 5, you get Extreme Rush, Extreme Speed, which has to use a charge forward and break with a breathtaking speed. If the move hits the opposing Pokemon at point range, it cooldown resets and restores the user's HP. However, the cooldown cannot be continuously reset by using the move continuously on the same Pokemon or the same player multiple times. It will upgrade at a level 11. You get an increase with Extreme Speed. Now, as we move over to Power Up Punch, Power Up Punch is a charge move. It charges power before unleashing a powerful attack. While the user is charging power, its movement speed is decreased, but its attack slowly increases and the damage it receives is reduced. The user then charges in the designated direction and releases this move, dealing more damage and lowering the opposing Pokemon's remaining HP and making its own next basic attack a boosted attack if the move hits. This move cooldown will reduce every time it hits. Gotta remember that. Next is Bone Rush in combat, close combat. I use Bone Rush because it performs a combo attack with a bone, dealing multiple damaging blows to the opposing Pokemon and shoving them. The final attack sends the bone flying. If this move is used again while the bone is traveling, the user rushes to the location of the bone, dealing damage to the nearby Pokemon. This will also be upgraded to Bone Rush when you upgrade to level 3. Well, increase your level to level 3 so you get an upgrade, and it will reset the cooldown. Close combat unleashes a combo combat, dealing multiple blows to the opposing Pokemon. It will also increase to at level 13. And then finally, you have the Aurora Cannon. Deals damage to the opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. Increase the damage dealt by the user's next power-up punch after using this Unite move. You have to remember that. That's why I always do power-up punch, because when I'm using this Unite move, it increases my damage dealt by power-up punch. This is what I mean by moves that are in concession that you can use to help you win your battles. Remembering small details like that, and remember the details with Power Punch, it's really going to help you up your game. So let's go into a battle. So I'm going to go into a battle, and I'm going to get Lucario, and I'm going to show you some of my basic strategies. From the beginning, one of the things that you want to do is increase your level as quickly as possible. If you're finding that you're on a team with people who seem like they don't know how to play or they're just not doing right, then you need to change your strategy. And that is something that I do all the time. I always talk to people about changing your strategy, going to work with a different team. Lucario, in my opinion, works really well with Zorora, especially with a person that knows how to use Zorora, especially with certain moves with Zorora. Now here what I'm doing is I'm looking at the Pokemon that are out there. I know I want to lose Lucario, but I want us to have a balanced team. As I stated earlier, Lucario is a all-arounder. No matter if it's defense or offense, Lucario is going to be there to defend or bring them points in, which is why I kind of like Lucario. And Lucario is kind of a faster moving Pokemon. So now our team has been selected. With Greninja, they have the Alolan Ninetales, Slowbro, the Machamp, and Venusaur. None of these Pokemon are going to pose too much of an issue. What will pose an issue is any of these Pokemon I am battling like along with Wigglytuff or if I'm battling along with Slowbro on like a different end, that's when we're going to see some difficulties. But I'm not expecting any of that because I know at some point in the game I'm going to go and start double teaming with Zorora, and you're going to see this really powerful team come through when you take this type of approach. So I'm really happy. Let's get into the match and let's see what's happening. So we're starting the match. Here your first two moves are a given. As you see, I'm using the Meteor Mash, is pushing the Pokemon. That's the one I definitely want to start off with because my goal is to get down here to the bottom and we want to stop them from getting Pokemon to level up. So we want to try to gain as many of these as possible to level up. So I'm going to go over here with Jigglypuff, and we're just going to knock this one out quickly. So it's knocked out quickly. I'm getting my second move, the Quick Attack. Remember, Quick Attack does hit the Pokemon, so using Quick Attack as a move, and most of us use it as a move to get away from. So here he stole my kill. You have to remember that you want to try to allow your partners to get certain Pokemon that they're after. Slowbro is not a problem independently, so I could fight Slowbro at level 3. Slowbro was on level 4. I'm on level 3. But when Slowbro gets additional help, that's when we run into. So here is Zorora. This is not going to start our team up, but I'm going to come back down here to support Jigglypuff. Now there goes Slowbro again. I'm going to try to kill Slowbro. We kill Slowbro. Jigglypuff evolved. Jigglypuff is really good at beginning game with Sing because it temporarily freezes the Pokemon. So here I'm getting Power Up Punch, but it temporarily freezes the Pokemon and gives us an edge. So at the beginning game, if Jigglypuff levels up really quickly, that makes it a lot better for a lot of us. And using Sing, a lot of people like to use Rollout. I don't understand why, but I prefer Sing. So I have my Power Up Punch. So Power Up Punch is going to stay me to the end. Jigglypuff just took out Slowbro, and now we have this Allowing Ninetales. So the Allowing Ninetales is giving us just a little bit of difficulty, but it's not too much that I can handle. And as you see here, I'm using a combination of the Power Up Punch, allowing the Allowing Ninetales to run away. So this is a bad combination, but what we got here is we have the increase of level. So with us killing them and them running away as often as they did, we have the advantage of levels. But what you're going to see is Greninja's coming up from the top, and once Greninja gets in here, that's when we start to have difficulty. So now it's 3 against 2. So in a situation where it's 3 against 2, your level has to be far enough ahead to where you can take care of the other Pokemon, all 3 of them. But as you see, Greninja's on level 8, and Greninja already has its Unite move, which makes it very difficult. So I am going to continue to fight just to see if we could manage, but I don't want to die too many times and get behind because that's going to cause some issues for my team. So I'm making the decision to fight here, see what happens, see what we can do. I do want to make sure that I'm noticeable of the Pokemon that are around and making sure that I could take advantage of getting my level. So here I'm on level 7. I'm going to choose the Bone Rush. These are the 2 moves that I use all the time. Bone Rush, having that bone to go to a certain place and disappear, it's great. Now I'm in a situation where, because as you see, the Greninja is on level 9 and I am on level 7. So I was able to take out, no, I didn't even take out the Alolan Ninetales. So I'm going to get beat here. And now I'm going to have to change my strategy because it doesn't make sense for us to do the 3-on-2. I could probably be used for somewhere else to help other team members. So I'm going to go up top. Well, first, I'm going to try to decrease the level range. So he's on level 9, going on level 10. I'm on level 7. I'm 3 levels behind. So this is going to give me that level 8. So I'm constantly thinking what I need to do. So I'm on level 8. You see how much it gave, see how much I have before I get to level 9. I'm going to take advantage of these. And I'm going to go and team up with Zorora because we now need to continue to gain on points. So they're doing pretty good on top. I want to continue in that direction. You can always tell how many points you have by how many zones your team has or doesn't has. That's how you tell if you're winning or losing. That's basically telling you how many points you have, because the zones, you can only get so many points from each zones. These beginner zones, you can only get 80 from them. So when you lose one, you know you're behind 80 points. When you gain one, you know you are above 80 points. So now I'm doing the joining teams with Zora thing. So Zora and I were now on the same teams. As different Pokemon come, I'm noticing the different Pokemon and noticing who's here, who hasn't. So here, these Pokemon are on lower levels. The one that could really help them is Greninja, but Greninja is busy with our Jigglypuff down at the Jigglytuff down at the bottom. So this is a very good distraction for our team, allowing Jigglypuff to continuously be that distraction and allowing us to continue to level up. One thing I have to tell people is don't be too greedy. Know when to run, know when to stay right there, stay close. So here, this is a really good example of knowing when to run. I did my Unite move. I noticed there was another Pokemon. I didn't coming up there, Machamp. I didn't want to get taken out. There are no other Pokemon here that would need that. I'm waiting for Zora to come back up here. I do see Machamp. I'm going to fight Machamp, and I'm on level 10. He's on level 9. Now I have the help with Slowbro. Me noticing, looking at the map, noticing where everybody is. So that put them at a disadvantage. We now have the... I'm going to take the Rotom up here, just continue to fight it while they go and take on the opposing teammates that came up, simply because I want to get this down as quickly as possible. So if we get this down, we'll be good. So now he's coming. He's on level 10. It's too many of us on level 10 for him to take us on. So it's 3 against 1. Now we have the same type of situation they were having at the bottom. He's going to hit this one. I'm going to wait for it to come hit the goal, and I'm going to hit my 40, and this is going to take this zone completely out. So I changed strategy. I then paired with Zora, and as you see, it put us in a winning situation. So here, we are definitely taking on all these Pokemon. We're taking advantage of the lead that we have. So now there is the Venusaur, and I'm watching to see... I'm one of those ones that I'll support. I see Venusaur. I see Venusaur's here. I know we can take them out. There's 3 of them. My energy is getting too low. I definitely know when to back out. So I'm going to run out. I see the Alolan Ninetale behind us, hoping that these Pokemon here don't take me out. And I'm good. So I made it out. I'm going to return home. You can return home by pressing down on the D-pad on the left side. And then finally, I'm going back down here just to see where we are. We got all the goals up there. There's no point of us still running around. So you see that Zora died and had 50 points. It's no point you're running around with points that you can't get. I'm changing directions. I'm coming down here to help them. The Alolan Ninetale is a little on edge, I know, from fighting me earlier. So you see, and that's how I know. He's running from me. I love to get the kill. So the Alolan Ninetale was running from me. He was on the edge. Now this is the pinnacle part of the game. We're here at the Zapdos, and the goal is for me to start fighting, but also for me to be aware of all the other Pokemon that's coming up. So I'm constantly looking at the map, and I'm constantly aware of who's around. So right now I'm debating on if I run or not. No, there's not enough Pokemon here. I saw Greninja. I wanted to take Greninja out. I'm coming back up over here to go back and support my team because most of us are in the middle. And I don't want them to come back because we only have 2 of their zones left. There's Machamp getting one of our zones up there who's fighting. So Machamp decided to stay out of this. He's just going to fight it. And here we go. So now I have 50 points. So this is going to be 100 points because we're past the 2-minute mark in the game. You're going to see the Alolan Ninetale try to come to fight me. I'm not concerned with his attacks. I'm on a higher level, so I can take it. I'm going to come up here, and while I have it, I'm going to hit it. So now I'm going to fight the Alolan Ninetale because you do get some energy for making those goals. And I'm going to take out the... No, I'm going to die. I believe I died. So I'm going to die, which is fine because this is Endgame anyway. And we're going to see Slowbro come to avenge me. We have all of their zones. So this is Endgame. I made some very smart moves, some very smart turns in this particular game that allowed me to support my teammates in both offense and defense, but also allowed me to come back from a losing situation. I was being triple teamed down at the bottom. I left that situation and left Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff was truly an MVP in that situation to continuously battle with them, which kept the Pokemon down there off of what we were doing up top. And what we were doing up top is dominating. 3 against 1, 3 against 2. And that allowed us to win the game. So the final is 695, 305. I'm not the MVP because I didn't focus on being the MVP. But as you see, these techniques do work. I prefer to use the power-up punch, and I prefer to do my little combo with my little bone stick. But also remembering using power-up punch after you have done your Unite move, you have an increase in attack there. So this is how you play with Lucario. Let me know down in the comments what other Pokemon you want me to play with next, and I'll do that. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video and would like to see more gaming content from yours truly, smash that subscribe button. And for the gaming connoisseur you are, I prepared these videos for you.